Sega. So I hope I'm not too late on delaying this news to you guys, but basically Sega have announced a road plan which sort of indicates that within the next 5 years they're going to be making a super game, which, you know, is going to be quite cool. A lot of you may be thinking, well, why is that relevant? You know, Sega don't really make many games anymore, and a lot of younger people out there may be thinking, you know, Sega, they'll just associate that straight away with Sonic the Hedgehog. But back in the early days, so the late 80s to sort of mid 90s, Sega was a huge part of the gaming industry in sort of the respect that they would make hardware, so consoles as well. So they used to make obviously the Sega Mega Drive, Genesis, the Sega Dreamcast and Sega Saturn. You know, they made quite a few consoles. There's more than that, but they're just the first three that came to the top of my head. But back in 2001 they pulled out of the console industry, and I believe this was because of the PlayStation 1 was just absolutely crunching it at the time, and the Dreamcast sort of targeted differently to the PlayStation 1, and you know, the PlayStation 1 was like bang, straight in there, absolutely killed it from day one, and I think it just sort of killed off Sega because they was already on a decline anyway, so it just put the final nail in the coffin, if you like. A lot of you may be thinking, actually, Sega's a dormant company, isn't it? But no, Sega have been around for a long time, like I've stated, but they've also still been in the game, and they've been, you know, working behind the scenes and publishing games too. So back in 2015, Sega had a reconstruction of the company, and I think that's led up to this point now where they're putting this roadmap out there for the next 5 years and their plans and what to do. So they have been actively working around getting some older games remastered and pumping those out. And you know, it's working really well. I think we've had Streets of Rage 4 recently, well, relatively recently remastered. And you know, it works really well. It's a great game, and you know, Sega have done that really well. And then you've got other games as well, so they are working on modern games. So you've got well, I say modern, it's been around for a few years, but it's still doing really well. You've got Phantasy Star Online 2, which is exclusive to Japan at the moment on the Nintendo Switch, and you know, you can get it on the PC as well, which is a great game. I did try and play it myself on the Switch, and I managed to get it downloaded, but I had to sort of change my region on my account and my device to Japan. And when I got it downloaded, I couldn't actually play any games because all the servers are hosted in Japan, and the latency was just unplayable. And more times than not, I'd try and get into the game and it would just kick me out from the get-go, so there was no sort of going forward there. But this super game that Sega have said they're going to release, they haven't really gave any information on what sort of game it's going to be. They've literally left it blank, but I will put the roadmap on the screen that I have sourced, and hopefully this will sort of give you an indication of the direction the company's going in. But this is mega news really. I am super excited to see what Sega bring to the table. But yeah, that's it really. That's all I've got to delay. Like, Sega have sort of said they're going to be releasing a super game. Oh, and they've also mentioned as well they will be bringing out some more remasters. So I think Crazy Taxi was mentioned, along with Virtua Fighting and Jet Set Radio. There's definitely more on there, but they're the first three that have come to my head. So hopefully I haven't rambled on too much, but yeah, that's it really. Some news I thought I'd update you guys with, and hopefully we get some more news soon. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on Sega's Twitter and keep searching around. So as soon as I actually get any solid concrete information on any titles or sort of direction they're going to be going with the super game, I will be coming back with another video to relay that even to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.